Once upon a time, there was a peaceful town called Mississippi Queen. This town was protected by the one and only Spider-Man. The people in the town felt very safe, but soon enough the peace would come to an end, for they had no idea of an evil mastermind living in a nearby unknown cheese mountain. So it was a normal day and all was well. Spider-Man was waiting to hear on the radio of something happening in the town. Spider-Man began to tire of waiting, and just as he was going up the road to find something to do, there was a call for all police units. Unfortunately, the police squad in Mississippi Queen were very lazy and did not care about their jobs. They were all too busy eating donuts and drinking coffee down at the local donut store. So the town had no other hope except to call on Spider-Man. So Spider-Man got out and started swinging as fast as he could, and when he got there, all he saw was destruction. There were crushed, broken houses everywhere. All the now homeless people were out on the street calling and cheering for Spider-Man, telling him of the giant mouse. Spider-Man did not know what they were talking about. A giant mouse? But being Spider-Man, he trusted all the people of the town, and he started swinging down the street as fast as he could. He came upon a giant robot mouse, destroying the houses and carrying the broken pieces in his arms. Spider-Man had a plan to follow the robot mouse and find out the robot needed all the wood from the houses. So he stayed silent and watched what he was going to do with the pieces. He followed him and followed. It was a long walk, and he had to go through a big, deep, and scary forest. This forest was known for being evil and having many bad spirits and creatures inside. What Spider-Man didn't know was that Robo-Mouse was a lot smarter than he had thought. Robo-Mouse knew this entire way that Spider-Man was following him. So when he thought it was the right moment, he turned around and charged at the tree Spider-Man was hiding in. Spider-Man was not expecting it at all. He got out of the tree and webbed Robo-Mouse to it. Spider-Man knew his webs were almost unbreakable, but Robo-Mouse was too strong and he broke free from the web. He jumped on Spider-Man and started to punch him. After about 3 of these very strong punches, Spider-Man was almost lifeless. Robo-Mouse started to run to Cheese Mountain. After a while, Spider-Man got up and said, "Wow, that Robo-Mouse is stronger than I expected." He started to follow the big tracks Robo-Mouse had left behind. Spider-Man did this all the way to Cheese Mountain. There was a giant hole, bigger than the rest of the mountain, and Spider-Man saw the robot mouse building a new giant mouse hole. This time, Spider-Man was very silent. He crept up the mountain to the hole. As soon as Spider-Man reached the hole, he immediately took action and yelled, "What you're doing is wrong, and you must stop right now before you get into any more trouble."
"I have already ruined the whole city, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Plus, I'm already in the biggest trouble of my life. I'm homeless, so I had no other choice than ruin everyone else's homes and lives."
You always have a choice, Robo-Mouse. You always have a choice. Deep down, Spider-Man felt sorry for Robo-Mouse, and he really just wanted to help. He did know that Robo-Mouse was wrong, but if he could find a way that was not illegal and bad, then he would have a chance at maybe changing how Robo-Mouse lived his life. I can help you get out of all this trouble if you want.
That's impossible. I'm already in way too much trouble.
It's impossible with me, Robo-Mouse.
Okay then, let's do this. But what should I do? I've ruined those people's house and lives.
Spider-Man knew that Robo-Mouse deserved a punishment and had to give Robo-Mouse some consequence for his bad actions. You know what you did was wrong, right?
Yes, I did realize what I did was wrong. I promise never to do something bad ever again.
So I think that your consequence will be 100 hours of community service, and that will be your punishment.
Yes, I guess that would be fair, because I did something that was bad to the community. So now I will do something good for the community.
After their conversation, Robo agreed that he would bring back all the materials that he had stolen and give them back to their rightful owners. Then, after that, Robo and Spider-Man took his life savings and went to Home Depot. They bought all the building supplies that they would need to build a new mouse-tastic mouse hole that was a one of a kind. After that, Spider-Man and Robo became good friends, and Robo never turned to crimes or vandalism. For Spider-Man, he just went back to living his regular crime-fighting life. Robo now helps Spider-Man with any of the neighborhood crimes that go on. He is now Spider-Man's best friend and his trustworthy sidekick. Robo had learned that crime is never the answer, and when you do something bad, there is always a consequence that must be served.